Okay, your car battery is dead. How do you jump start it? Let's go ahead and show you and get that taken care of. Okay, we're going to use this vehicle right here as the one to help jump start our other car. And here's our cables. We're going to start out with those. Let's go to the other end. Always take the cables that you're not hooking up right away and just connect one clamp to the cable like that, and it keeps the ends from touching each other while you're hooking up the other battery. You don't want these to ever touch while the other side of the cables is connected to a battery, because these could spark, and let's stay away from that. So remember, keep the cable ends away from each other, and let's go hook up the other side. Okay, black clamp goes on the negative side of the battery. That will be labeled with a negative sign. Red clamp goes on the positive side of the battery. It will be labeled with a positive mark on the battery and normally a red cover. There's your positive sign. Sometimes the batteries will have a positive sign. You'll just have to look around, but red goes to positive, red to red, black goes to negative, black to black. Okay, let's hook up our car that has the dead battery. This one does not have a battery underneath the hood, as you can see. So you're going to need to find a junction block cover, like right here. This one's labeled positive with 12 volt. Go ahead and remove this cover. You'll find a red cap underneath that has a positive sign on it. That's where you're going to hook up the positive jumper cable. Let's go ahead and connect that one. Okay, get your negative clamp. Where do we hook that one up since there's no battery? Okay, normally on cars like this, close to this positive terminal, somewhere on the body, there will be a large nut like this, and that will be your negative connection or your ground. Not all of them have a nut like this. Some of them have a flat piece of metal that has a negative sign, or if you can access somewhere on the engine block, which you cannot on this, you can connect your negative or black clamp to the engine block. We won't worry about that because you can't get to anything. So we're going to go to the nut right here. Make sure it's nice and clean. There's no rust on it or anything. It's nice and shiny. Take your black clamp and put it on that nut. Okay, let's start this thing. Sounds like the radio got left on in here. So let's see. Let's get our keys in there, and there we go. We got that one jump started. Good deal. Okay, now once you get the car jump started and it's running, go ahead and leave it running. Let's come back out here. This will be the next important part of the whole process. You're going to need to disconnect these cables once you get it running. You don't want to shut your car off because your battery might be too dead to restart. So go ahead and leave it running, and you're always going to want to remove your positive connection first, just to eliminate any sparks that could happen. So go ahead and take off your positive connection, lay that over here to the side so it doesn't touch anything, and then take off your negative. Remember to keep these separated because these are still connected to your other vehicle. So once again, you're going to want to take one of these clamps and just connect it back to the cable to keep those two from touching. Then we're going to come over to our vehicle we used to jump start it with, and it doesn't really matter now which side you take off first, because the other side has already been disconnected from the vehicle. But let's go ahead, just remember, take off your positive side first. Okay, remove that, then we can remove the negative, and you're good to go. Now you can get to work at the grocery store. Thanks for watching my video, and have a good day, folks.